Hey guys, it's Wolf Maiden, and today I'm going to show you how to make crochet belt straps. These are joined with buttons, and I thought it would be neat to start making patterns and making things that just don't exist yet for medieval fantasy stuff. So this one's a very easy one, very beginner friendly. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and start. So first you're going to need a weight for yarn, a yarn needle, a button, and scissors, as well as a needle that is thin enough to go into the buttonholes in order to get the yarn through, or something that can do a similar job. You're also going to be using a 5mm hook. So first you're going to go ahead and make a slip knot to start. I'm demonstrating how I do that, but there are multiple ways to make a slip knot. Do it however you're comfortable. And if you need to, you can slow down the video and repeat the part where I make the slip knot. Next, you're going to go ahead and chain 41. So next you're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. And you're going to single crochet into each chain until the end of the row. After you do get to the end of the row, you're going to chain 1 and turn. When you're done with that row, you'll notice that it does curl quite a bit. And that's totally fine. It did this throughout the process for me. It gets better at the end. It still does curl on its own, but once you button it and have some weight on the strap, it turns out fine. After you chain 1 and turn, you're going to go ahead and single crochet into each stitch until the end of the row, and then you're going to chain 1 and turn. In this next row, you're going to single crochet into the first 33 stitches. Then you're going to chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches, and single crochet until the end of the row before you chain 1 and turn again. In this example, I did this too early. I did, however, make a prototype before, and that one was perfect. So when I was following my own pattern, I changed the row numbers, and so I thought I was on row 3 when I was on row 2. But if you follow my instructions, it's fine. It's just that when I was making the piece, didn't realize I had made a mistake. After that row, you're going to single crochet until the end of the row, including where you chained 2 in the previous row, and then chain 1 and turn. Double check that your button fits in the buttonhole and it's not too loose. If you need to, you can go back and either skip more stitches if you have a bigger button, or skip less stitches if you have a smaller one. Just know that you need to single crochet in the following row the same amount that you skipped stitches. So this next row, you're going to go ahead and single crochet until the end of the row. You're not going to chain 1 and turn. You're going to stop there and then either make a border or finish it off. And I'm going to show you how to do a very simple border. So finally, the border, you're going to go ahead and slip stitch into each stitch around. Then you're going to just fasten off and bury your yarn in your work. So now you're going to go ahead and sew your button on, I found that finding the center was easiest when I just folded the trinket belt strap in half, kind of pinpointing where that middle point would be if the button were to be used in that space. I encourage you to do the same thing. Also, if you have the backside be lower, nobody else is going to see that or know that that's even the case besides you. So this is where the needle will come in too. If you have a small button or a buttonhole that is smaller than your yarn needle, you're going to need like a sewing needle, which is what I used. And I just made sure to sew the button on extra tight with 3 knots. And then I buried the yarn in my work. And that's just how I did it. I want it to be pretty strong. I don't expect it to hold a ton of weight, although I might be trialing some things just to make sure, just to see if it can hold a little bit more weight. But make sure that you're just using trinkets. I can't guarantee that it will be able to carry anything, and I definitely don't want you to be putting delicate things on these straps. I don't want them to drop like a teacup or something. Just use like, you know, rabbit's foot, a little keychain type item, you know, a fake fang, things like that, whatever you want to put on your belt to add some character to your costuming. And these are my 2 finished trinket belt straps. They both have plenty of space for a belt to go through. You can always make them bigger if you have a wide belt that you want to put this on. I feel like this pattern is really easy to change to your needs, you know, smaller or larger button, or a bigger or smaller belt strap in general, as well as a border that you can customize as well. And this is what the finished belt strap looks like. I use something kind of heavy, my tankard here, just to sort of demonstrate that, you know, depending, you can maybe hold some things like that, something that would be durable if it dropped. I don't recommend, again, anything delicate. It looks cute also on its own, and it's pretty easy also to take something off and on, even if you don't want to slip your belt off, so there is that as an upside. So I'm just demonstrating again how to put this on. It's just so easy. I think it's a really cute, soft look, and it adds a lot of character for such a small little thing. So whether you're a beginner or somebody who's crocheted for a long time, I feel like this is the perfect little gift to give. It doesn't take too long, but it's also really adorable for how small it is. It's also a great scrap yarn project, so you can use up a lot of your scrap yarn. And overall, I'm very happy with how this turned out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next video. Take care.